Okay, this is really interesting because it is more connecting more. It's not only LSPs here. A lot of technology providers coming in and a lot of perspectives. So it is very nice. I think it is really good conferences. I think I'm very satisfied. Even in this one day, I talked a lot to people, many technology providers, and they do a lot of things. And then, wow, this world is crazy. I think, and then, it's opened my mind. So yeah. If talking about Asia, it will be very wide. So I will prefer talk more to ASEAN languages. In my experience, it's more to Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnamese. In this case, I will talk about Indonesia. The very first challenge is, I think, it's about the exposure of the localization industry. So I'm talking about the university. So now we really have a serious issue in Indonesia about finding the good talents from university, because they have no idea that such industry exists. Another issue that because can you imagine that we have about like 500 something universities in Indonesia, and then as long as I know until today, it's about only 2 or 3 universities that have a transition study program that's focusing on that area. And the second one is what they study in even in translation in the college, in the universities, is different than what we need in the industry. So for example, they are more like translating to academic or literature works, but what we need is more in anything that could help products to be sold in the market, like technical content or the high visibility content like websites and advertisements. And the third one is a bit, I think it's quite I don't know, it can be said funny, because we know how fast and how crazy is the world now is moving forward, including the localization industry. And we know how scary is neural MT is improving, and automation process competition is everywhere, and also data science and many things. And you know that in Indonesia especially, many language talents still struggling to know what is cat tool actually. It's a really a big homework for us. So what should we do is the first thing is, of course, we do the more exposure. We do everything to the exposure, like publish, spread out, do a lot of conferences probably in any kind of channels that about this localization industry. The second one is, I think, is more to the recruiting tips, that as a company we should be more active rather than just waiting in the office. Probably we just be more active. We go somewhere, and before we recruit somebody, we need to set up everything, like what kind of the characteristic you need, the skills and everything. And then after that, you need to see also the interest of the job seeker nowadays, their preferences. For example, one example I give: if your target is millennials, and then social media is a must, that something that you have to be to pay more attention and more carefully. I think, yeah, that's all from me.